Hello, this is Patrick McNeil from Oak City Locksport. What I have in front of me is a master lock safe space. This is a key lock box typically used by real estate agents and facilities people, and it comes in two varieties. This is the 5422D, which has the inclusion of a shackle. The 5423D does not have the shackle and would typically be mounted to a wall. This is a push button key box. And what makes this unique is that Master has included this anti-jamming feature. And what that means is that it prevents one of the typical ways that you would decode this type of lock. So typically with a push button lock like this, you put a lot of pressure on the latch release mechanism and then go around one by one, pressing on every single button, trying to feel some sort of feedback or pushing back when you press on the button on the latch mechanism. In this case, we get absolutely no feedback when we press on these buttons, and we may even get a click. This is one of the ways that the button is defeating this feedback here. So at the May Oak City Locksport meeting, David S., one of our members who is really good at decoding locks, figured out what we believe to be a new way of decoding this lock. So what he figured out was with a tension wrench, you can put this on the top of this combination reset button, forcing it all the way down. And now what happens is this latch release button can move fairly freely. There's not really any spring behind it, but when you push down very hard, now the typical decoding method does work. So when I push on the buttons, there isn't a whole lot of feedback, but there is just enough for us to get a decode. So I'm going to press this button here, which I know is part of the combination, and you may be able to see there's just a very little bit of motion there. So we'll keep going through, and now we remove the tension wrench, reset the combo, and punch in the numbers that I felt gave feedback, and it's open.